went up to the north part of England, Northumberland, and we were right on the sea coast, on the North Sea coast, and they figured the Germans were going to invade up there, and they wanted our artillery up there, and so they attached us to the 9th Air Force, and we spent the winter up there, and with our guns on, and everything like that up there, and then in the spring, in May, we packed up everything and got on a train and were sent down to southern part of England then, and got ready for the invasion. And so they let us write letters home, but they never mailed them because they were afraid we were going to tell about the invasion coming up and everything like that. June the 6th, we boarded the day before, June the 5th, say, and then we went over at nighttime and got over there and then went overboard in darkness down to the landing craft's invasion, you know, and that wire, you know, those ropes were attached on the side of the ship. We crawled overboard with everything attached to us, you know, our muskets, everything, and rifles, and climbed down and got in these boats and went on the invasion on D-Day. Well, I was up there, and I don't remember the exact location in Belgium, but, you know, in the Battle of the Bulge, I was right up in the middle of it, you know, and I remember when the guy says, you know, wanted us to surrender, and says, oh, nuts, you know, and so I was there, but I was never so cold in all my life as I was up there. Oh, that was cold, and geez, we just had shoes on. You know, we didn't have any overshoes or nothing like that. You know, and oh God, I tell you, it was really bad. And I pulled a German off a machine gun, or I mean, an American had been killed, and one of our guys, and started firing. After the firing was over, I looked down at my right hand, and I'd been hit, and both of these fingers were laid open. And I could see the bones down here, you know, all the way down through here. And that's this, gee, and it was so cold it wouldn't bleed. So I just got my first aid kit out and put some sulfa powder on them, and then just took the flesh and put it up over the bones, and then wrapped it up with gauze, you know, our medical gauze, and kept on fighting, kept on going. We couldn't light a fire because the Germans could see it. So I waited till daylight and lit a fire and heated my canteen cup up with hot water and then dumped that powdered coffee in it. And I got down in a defilade between two hills, so Germans couldn't get a bead on me, you know, from a tree or something like that, I thought. And I got that heated up, and I just leaned forward to lift up to my lips. It's just right up by my lips like this. And my God, they shot it right out of my hand. That canteen cup, right through one end and out the other end. And I hit the ground rolling, you know, in the canteen cup, and I was so darn mad because I was thirsty, wanted that hot cup of coffee in me. And we had the Red Ball Express over there, brought us up some supplies one afternoon. And it was late in the afternoon, and they parked their trucks in a field next to where we were dug in, you know, and foxholes and everything. And I went over to these guys, and they weren't going back till the next morning, they said. And I said, well, you better dig some foxholes then, because I said, we're going to get hit tonight. And they said, oh, no, we're all right, fine. We'll just sleep under the trucks. It's okay. So they crawled under their trucks to sleep, you know. Well, towards midnight, the artillery started zeroing in on us, you know, and we were in our foxholes. And the next morning I went over there, and they had foxholes done 6-7 foot deep. I mean, boy, they said, boss, we'll listen to you next time. Yeah, they didn't believe that.